everyone, and thank you so much for joining my channel. This is Rocky, and if you're new to my channel, this is where I talk about fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and a lot of things in between, to be honest. But today's videos on Fridays are FABLE Fridays, and that's my favorite day of the week. And the reason why is because I kind of wrap things up. I start telling you stories here and there, and I show you things that I buy. But this is where I give you my honest opinion and feedback about what it is that I'm buying, trying, all of the things, the places that I'm going. So this is where it all happens. So let's get right into it. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about is you guys heard this whole debacle and drama story about Nordstrom Rack and the sweepstakes that I entered, that I won, and then I didn't win, and then I finally ultimately did win it. And what I did with and you guys have been all super excited and wanting to know what I was going to do with the gift card that I won. I won $150. So in all reality, that doesn't buy you that much, but it's still very exciting to win that. I bought some things. I got a haul coming up. I'm going to show you some of the things that I bought. I split it between buying Christmas gifts and things for myself. So I'm definitely going to show you those things, but I just wanted to kind of close the loop just a tiny bit more and let you know that I did finally spend that gift card, and that the haul that goes with it is soon to come. The next thing I want to talk about is one of the Christmas gifts that I received, and it was a gift set of teas. So the first gift set that I got was 2 boxes of like this, full of chai teas. And also the gift came with a subscription, a 3-month subscription for more teas. And what you do is when you go and redeem that subscription, they ask you some questions about your likes and dislikes for teas. And then each month they send you a round of, I guess around 4 different teas based on your specifications for you to try each month. What I'm excited about, well, I haven't even like really gone onto the site. I'm hoping that the teas that I fall in love with, I'll have an opportunity to go back to that site and just buy like real full sizes of those things, because these are more like samples, like, just like any other subscription box. They give you samples worth, and if you like it, you will go back to that, go back to that brand and buy more. So like I said, I had the chai tea boxes. So these are the cards for those chai boxes that tell you how you can't read it but it tells you how to brew it. And then I did start my subscription, and it said that I was going to start it in January, but ultimately it ended up starting for December. As you can see here, I got the December one. And in the December one, I found one that I absolutely fell in love with. This is called Estate Tea, and this is the mint cocoa. It's a black tea with mint tea and cocoa in it. Oh my gosh, probably the best thing I've tasted all year. So I'm definitely going to go on the site and see if I can find this, and if not, I'm pretty sure I can find this brand, Estate Tea. Estate Tea probably, yeah, it's actually on here, estatetea.com. I can probably go directly to the manufacturer and buy it. But either way, I'm definitely in love with this whole concept of having a subscription of teas. I'm thinking of maybe even extending it out. That'll give me an opportunity to try even more things, like not in mass, because if you hate it, then you're not stuck with this big old container of tea that you don't like. So I may even try to extend it a little bit depending on how the next 2 months go, and then see if there are any others that I love and want to continue buying. But this right here was an excellent gift, and I am loving it. The other thing I want to follow up on is a gift that I gave to myself. And you guys probably remember from the Christmas, the day after Christmas, but actually I filmed it on the day of Christmas, and it posted on a couple days after Christmas, where I told you I purchased myself more fragrances from the company called Dossier. And Dossier, I think, what does Dossier mean? This is a SAT word or ACT word. I think dossier is like a collection of things, like a collection of documents, a collection of papers. But you guys can Google it and let me know what dossier means, but I think that's what that means. DOSSIER. But anyway, this company, what they do is, it would kind of make sense, maybe like a collection of fragrances, and they match or mimic or duplicate, replicate brand name, higher end, more expensive fragrances. And I got 3. One was called Floral Rose, that was supposed to mimic the Le Labo fragrances, the Rose 31 fragrance. I got another one that was a Floral Pear that was supposed to mimic the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia cologne. And the last one I got, they called Powdery Hawthorn. And this one was supposed to mimic the Tom Ford Metallique Eau de Parfum. So, I tried all three. And while two of the three are not normally what I would have picked up. The Tom Ford one and the Jo Malone Pear one, probably wouldn't have picked those up on my own. The Rose 31, the Le Labo Rose 31, I probably would have tried on my own. So what I'm finding for all three is that the Rose 31 one smells a little bit more woodsy than I would have chosen on my own. So had I smelled it before, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. However, putting it on, wearing it, and letting it air out throughout the day, it does have a very elegant, expensive feel to it. And it does have rose in it. So it does have that element that I look for and that I love, but it's just different from anything else that I've ever worn. So, you know, I'm kind of narrow-minded when it comes to the things I like and don't like, but this definitely opened me up to something a little bit different, broadening my horizons, so to speak. So I do like it, and I will continue to wear it, and I will wear all of it. I haven't decided which one I'm going to pop into my bag because they have these little, like I said, the little trial size ones that go with it. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to kind of pop in my bag yet, but I have tried all three. The Rose one is my favorite, the Pear is my second favorite, and then the Tom Ford Hawthorn Vanilla one is my third. And I'll be interchanging all of them. I like them. They last all day. And for $29 for this full size, like legit full size bottle of this, I definitely think it is worth the spend. It's a 1.7 ounce bottle for $29, and I think that is definitely worth it. So if you're thinking about, you know, a new perfume or trying a perfume, I would recommend Dossier. The next thing I want to review are my slap caps from Grace LIA. These slaps are silk lined caps, and that's why they call slaps. And so I want to review what I got. I got the children's sized regular slap, and it is adjustable, so it does have strings here that you can pull and tie to sort of tighten the circumference of it, and so it stays on at night, or just stays on in general, because I have a pea-sized head. So I absolutely love the idea of the adjustable. It works very well for me, although I don't have to adjust it just yet, but I know as the elastic wears and stretches over time, I will need to use the drawstring. And my choice to go with the children's size cap was the best thing I could have ever done, as opposed to the adult size. And I can kind of show you a side-by-side difference of the two. Definitely a huge difference. This used to just like hang down like a limp sock off my head. So definitely the adult size does not work for me. So I'm glad that I chose that. The other thing that I went with this time was the winter hat. It was a knit winter hat, and it is also silk lined and adjustable, which is great. Again, right now I don't have to adjust it, but I think over time as the knit gives and the knit wears, I may have to use the adjustment on here. So I am glad that I made this purchase. The reason why this was an important purchase for me is because what I used to have to do in the past is, this is my older slap cap, right, satin lined, and what I used to have to do is get a regular hat and put my slap inside of it and wear two hats in order to keep my hair protected from the knit of a hat. So this right here just, you know, saves me the trouble of having to keep up with two hats and wear two hats, all the things. This was definitely a good purchase. They work as advertised. If you're looking for something to continue to protect your hair year round, one of these and one of these, I would definitely recommend this. There are other dupes of this that may be slightly cheaper. I don't know of, you know, if their effectiveness and quality, if they're real silk or whatever the case may be. I don't know, can't attest to it, but because I've used these before and can attest to it, I would recommend these. And the last thing I want to mention is I just want to follow up on the fact that my piercings are doing just fine. Again, I talked about these before and mentioned how I had this unhealthy fear of the fact that these would hurt like crazy, but they didn't hurt at all. Like, at all. Like, at all. And the only time I notice that I have these in is when, you know, these get the what do you call these? The bars. Why can't I think of the name of this in here? But the bars in here are pretty long still, because it needs to, they put them in a little bit longer to accommodate for any swelling that may happen, all the things that occur. So you need to like leave it in for a while for some healing time. It's recommended anywhere from 2 to 5 weeks that they heal. So I'm going to leave it in the whole full 5 weeks. Then you can post. That's the word. The post is the stick in the earring. So I need to go in and get the post shortened, because right now with them being so long, things get caught on these very easily with all the extra hang time on these. And when they get caught on things, that's when I remember and know that I'm pierced and that it's not fully healed. But otherwise, I sleep on them just fine. I can put, you know, a mask on, a hat on, all the things, and not really notice that these are here. But when they get caught on things, that's when I feel a little tenderness. And it's not even like, this is just like a little tenderness. These did not hurt at all. And so what I'm thinking of, I used to have a hole here. I think I'm going to go back and get this re-pierced, because it's, I don't know, it just feels like something is missing in comparison. I don't know. And I've been online on Etsy looking at a ton of beautiful, you know, helix earrings or cartilage earrings and stuff like that. You guys know when I go down the path of liking something, I go overboard. So be ready. I'm going to be, when these heal in a few months, I'm going to be switching these all out for every occasion. I just need to figure out what my proper gauge size is, and I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. So that is that. I'm super pleased and super happy. So again, like I recommended before, the Chicago Tattoo Factory for piercings, I would say go there if you're thinking about getting piercings. Very great establishment, quick in and out deal, prices are good, service is great, quality is great. I would recommend it. So that brings us to the end. I don't have anything else to talk about. So when the next time, I'm trying to think of next time we talk, what am I going to have for you? Oh, a haul. That's what we're going to have next, a haul. You got to come back for this one. It's going to be good. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, share it with your friends, hit the like button. Bye.